Now we're just going to transition into just a quick few things about digital marketing. It's, I don't want to spend too much time on these slides because I really want to talk about Google My Business more so than anything else, because that's a huge thing and so helpful for all business owners. But just to talk just a little bit about digital marketing, basically it's growing. So when we started in 1994 with our first banner ad from AT&T, it's exploded. Digital marketing more money is being spent on digital marketing. Sorry, told you, my mouse is gestured. I hit it funny. Than any other type of advertising. When we think about newspapers or, hard copies of advertising, those things are somewhat on the way out, and digital marketing is taking over, especially since COVID. More money from big corporations is being put towards digital marketing than any other type of marketing that we have available to us at this time. And just some statistics around that, 70% of mobile searchers call a business from their Google search. 86% of consumers find local businesses on Google Ads. And just Google in general, and 98% of searchers choose a business that's on the first page. So if you are on the second page or the third page, you're already missing the mark because people aren't clicking next to the next page. Usually what they find is right on the first page, and they don't have to go past the first page. So just some statistics to keep in mind when we talk about Google My Business, because those are gonna play into that. And so here is the Google My Business part that I want to talk about. This is a free tool by Google for any business owner to be using. And I have to say it's completely underutilized. Business owners either aren't aware of it or they're not using it the way it's meant to be used, and they're not using it to be competitive, which is unfortunate because it is an easy to use tool. It's a free tool. You don't have to pay any money to use it. It's something that you could, if you just block out a little bit of time, you can probably do this on your own without hiring any kind of help or having anybody else come in and do it for you. You still have those options available to you where you can hire somebody to do it for you if you don't have the time or it's just not something that you want to be maintaining. But it is something that if you need to, you can do it on your own, and it is a free tool, and it is underutilized. So it's a really great way to be visible online, to remain competitive with your competitors, to essentially bid on some keywords that are part of your industry without using Google Ads and without doing too much work or, research or any of those kinds of things that you would need to use some of the other digital marketing tools or social media tools that are available to you. I can help out here too if we needed to. If you didn't have time or you didn't want to maintain it, I can do all of these things. I can train you to learn how to maintain a Google My Business profile and to optimize it. I can do it for you if that's something that you're interested in. But the main point I want to get across is this is a very nice tool that Google has provided to business owners, and it's unfortunate that not as many business owners are taking advantage of it. And so this is just kind of the breakdown of it, but I do want to take you to what actual profiles look like and what I'm talking about. As soon as I can find here we go. So here is a business that I found online. I don't know this business. I don't know the business owner. I know nothing about them. They may not even be in business anymore. But what happens is Google compiles, with all the information that's out there on the internet, Google has decided that there's a business at this location. this is the business name. And if it had additional information, like if it found a website or if it found a social media profile, it would put all of that on there as well. So Google has compiled this profile, and this is what's happening a lot. So business owners are completely unaware of this, where Google will take the information that's already out there about your business on the internet and compile it together and create its own profile. And the reason I can tell that this business owner is unaware of this is because it's literally asking me if I own this business. And I can actually go in there and I can click on it. And if I, had all the right tools and all the right information, I could own this profile, and I'm not even the business owner. I can also suggest edits to this business owner's profile, and this business owner would be completely unaware of that. I can review this business. I can put a negative review on here, and the business owner would not have any idea that I reviewed them at all. It could be a negative review. It could be a positive review. Either way, the business owner is unaware. And that's really the biggest problem here, is that the business owner does not know that this profile exists on Google. And anytime somebody Googles their business name, it's going to pop up for them, whether or not they intended it to. And that's, really the thing. We talk about marketing, and whether that's digitally. Oh, sorry, that's my 10 minutes. So I'm almost done here. We talk about marketing either digitally or other ways, not digitally. And the thing about marketing is being visible and branding. And if this is someone's first impression of your business, we want to think about that. This would not be what I want my business to be the first impression to viewers or consumers for. There's no branding, there's no websites, there's really not much here. And so I would move on to the next business that offered these services. And what's interesting is, we were talking about Two Moms and a Mop. I'm looking at their, sorry, I gotta move you guys. I'm looking at, I Googled them just to make sure I had the name right when I talked about them in my ask. And we've got the same thing here. It doesn't look like they own the business. And so what's interesting is that Google has compiled a profile for them, and they actually have 124 reviews, and they don't look like they're aware of any of these reviews. And the thing with that is, when you have a review, you want to respond to it, whether it's positive or negative, because if you respond to it, then you become more relevant. You become more visible on Google. And the more visible and the more relevant you are, the more competitive you are against your competitors. So if I were to put in cleaning services near me, I would get a whole list of businesses near me that offer cleaning services. Two Moms and a Mop might be one of them, but most likely because they have not responded to any of these reviews, they're going to be lower on the list compared to somebody else who owns their Google My Business profile and actually maintains it. So it's a little bit scary actually to know that these businesses have these profiles out there and they're completely unaware of it, because they're probably getting negative reviews or their branding isn't completely matching. And this is the first impression that consumers are getting when they search for businesses online. So just keep that in mind when we're Googling. I ask you sometimes throughout the year to Google yourselves. Make sure you're going on top. And I just want to quickly go through that before I end my time here. So I say do it in a new incognito mode. So I did that on Google Chrome. It's just new incognito, which means it's private, which means the Google has not saved any of the information here, and I can safely Google myself without all of my other Googling searches coming into play. So if I Google myself here, and I'm just going to Google my name just to keep it easy, but you would essentially want to put in something there, like Google Ads near me or digital advertising near me. Those are the keywords you want to be searching, not the name, because if you pull up the name, it's going to pull up your profile no matter what. And you really want to see what the keywords that you're searching are pulling up. So this is me. I do own mine, so I'm not sure why it's telling me that I don't. But you can see I filled it out. I have, I have a description. I have one review. Thank you. You know who you are, I think. And then I have, some branding, some stuff in here that is branding. I have my location, where I service on there. So all good things. I have my business hours on there, which is something you want as well. So I have my website and phone number as well. So easy ways for my potential clients to get a hold of me. And that's really what you want, is make it easy for your consumers to get a hold of you. So when they do Google things like digital or Google ads near me, your profile, mine didn't pop up, probably because I'm not doing what I'm telling you to do, which is maintaining it. But essentially I would want my profile to pop up. And that's the same thing for you too. You want to use keywords that are in your industry and see what pops up. Are you above or below your competition? If you're below, you might want to beef up some of your Google My Business profile, because that's going to be the easiest way to be competitive on Google, on the search engines. And with that, that's the end of my presentation. And then I can open it up to a few questions. I did run out of time, so I don't want to take up more of your time.
Nice job, Elizabeth. Very, very cool. A lot of good information there.